Chicago.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He wanted two guys that kept their foot on the gas pedal, that was going to compete at a high level. What I'm talking about, he's in Steven Adams' lap, and then once the ball is in midair, makes the effort to get the door. Point potential game-winning shot.
In traffic that time over JaVale McGee. James coming downhill. McGee wasn't ready for it. They pull it back out with 10 on the shot clock.
Absolutely, LeBron can score all day long.
About it, he said you'd be speaking to Billy Donovan right now if he wasn't that important. Tip in up and good by McGee. Vital is it for them to win that battle?
They have to dominate that battle, not just win it, but dominate it, especially if they're going big. If you're going big, you're going to have something to show the job by the Lakers on that possession.
Mark, and Frank Vogel said he was ready to return versus the Blazers, but his back just locked up. So it's been over a week since he was a late scratch and nearly 8 weeks since he fractured his second practice here. And Rondo spent some time back in Florida rehabbing with Kurt Rambis before returning to the bubble. And his uniform laid out and ready for him to wear like it was the first day of school, guys.
Cassidy, you said Rondo was very vocal. That's just Friday. Very talkative, very demonstrative, like another coach on the floor. And James Harden is making people forget quickly about Game 7 against OKC.
I don't know who's going to win, but James Harden is a problem early on in this ball game, which is not a welcome sight for the Lakers.
Get together in the backcourt for the Houston Rockets. Harden has scored 10 of the last 13 for Houston. Boy, they're really
spirit, and offensively, Kawhi Leonard led the way. It's a tough team when they're clicking on all cylinders because they can get it done on both sides of the floor.
Hasn't had some run in a while. Caruso all the way to the bucket for the hoop.
To me, that's where they miss. They can do LeBron-like things running a basketball team on the floor for the Lakers. Easy basket opportunity.
You saw the fruits of that. Jeff Green and miss Rondo in the open court. Back out top to Rondo. Davis called for it. Mismatch against Jeff Green.
They say there's a defensive player of the year in the future for him.
I'm just saying it might not be the perception that some think. Game 1 between the Lakers and the Rockets. Austin Rivers in the ball game as well. Good second time Rondo's blown a tire and has fallen down. Kuzma on the baseline, and Kyle Kuzma, it's his first. Harden on the bench. Westbrook in the game. House off the dribble. Boy, look.
Without fouling. This is not an easy task for a big guy, but he does a great job of.
Grew 7 inches over the next year, and everybody in the country wanted it.
I tell you what, if I'm making a comeback. That's a promise.
I got a growth spurt, but it's going horizontal. And hey, what about the Milwaukee Bucks down 3-0 against the Miami Heat in that series? As Jeff Green
about that locker room, outstanding leadership in Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra. They got a lot to be proud of, but the job is not finished.
A great fit and one.
This is what you want. Take advantage of your matchup. Use that upper body strength. Love the way you use that left hand to finish. Almost a sneak lay-in.
Shooting 60% from the field in the postseason. We know the historic year in the postseason. Looking to lead his 3rd different team to an NBA championship. An important part of the union membership has taken on a lot of things as Rondo finds the range. Westbrook can run it down, guarded by Kyle Kuzma. Westbrook coming downhill, driving, kick to Tucker. He goes instead to Rondo. Not sure he got it off in time. And that's Dwight Howard checked in for the Lakers. Rivers working against Dwight Howard, made his last 3. Now 2 for 2. He grew
Rivers back to his normal way. He's a problem when he gets it going early.
7-point lead for the Rockets, their biggest of the game. Markieff Morris, Dwight inside, foul.
Playmaking.
Boston bounces back. I mean, they had that game in their clutches. Our colleague UB Brown off the steal. Westbrook threw it away. Tried to find Austin Rivers. For coming back with that leg injury.
Very well be the case. One of them will blink ultimately. How effective will the big lineup be, or is it costing us too much on the defensive and offensive end where I had for the Lakers, giving them some scoring punch.
Drafted and then signed with the Oklahoma City Thunder Blue. After that season, he was cut, joined the Lakers on the Summer League team roster, and ended up and at the other end making defensive plays. LeBron off the ball. LeBron, say it with your chest.
Excellent feed from Caruso. LeBron running the lane. Russell Westbrook trying to take the charge. Grown man move.
Wow, express yourself, LeBron. Laker bench over there doing laps after that slam dunk. And one, as Harden will go right back to the free throw line. I was saying, Los Angeles hasn't, they should be fresh.
Yeah, this is bad defense. They've got to be better defensively. It looked like they were double teaming James Harden, but you give them direct line drive and
take the regular season as we check in with Cassidy.
Nice.
Okay, just want to make sure I got that right. I think Kyle Kuzma won the bowling competition. Out to Covington.
Back plays where the Lakers have double teamed James Harden just randomly.
This time Danny Green trying to do it. Caruso blocking foul and one.
In pick and roll action. Here against the Houston Rockets, it's a random double because there's only one guy in the picture. One guy ISO'd. So if you
missing that one, but he's
would be the Los Angeles Clippers. I feel like I have a legitimate chance of beating the Lakers with LeBron.
One of the fascinating things about this league is the way it fits. Good ball fake. Markieff Morris went airborne. Tucker with the offensive rebound. Gordon with the sidestep three. House battling underneath.
When you see him knocking this down, you can forget about it. You know it's going to be a long night.
Through their lifetimes, both them and their family members. So that was the statement subsequent that he wanted to make. 4-point Houston lead. Harden guarding Anthony Davis here. Got about a 6-inch height advantage and shoots it over the top.
The Rockets, I can live with him taking that shot. That's over a contested hand, a fadeaway jump shot. It's
8% of his mid-range jump shots in the play.
Absolutely. Big time talent. He's had a stellar.
And Danny Green commits the foul. And it's going to.
This is clearly a foul. You're not stealing the basketball. So now
since stay-at-home order and the shutdown, did a bunch of in Houston as well. Right back to the same matchup as last time. Davis against Harden. This time facing up. Good pass by Harden to Green. Kick out. Coming back in February, which sent Clint Capella to Atlanta, signaling micro the way to go from here on in for Houston. Lakers go right back to the same matchup. Davis knocks it in.
Again, good defense, good offense. Can't overreact. You give props to greatness.
He scored the last 6. Now they double Harden out top and get the steal. Green on the break.
Hands by Danny Green.
Sprung a little trap on him.
To surprise him every now and then with different looks.
Gordon back to Jeff Green, who's been shooting it well from deep in the playoffs. Gordon got it back off the carom. Rondo looking fast and spry. Off glass and in. Timeout Houston. As the
good defense with better offense. Now he's got it going. This is a
second shift. And as I say that, he turns it over. 2-on-1. Westbrook takes it all the way himself. As the #1 defense in the postseason.
You said that offensively, no question, but it's a credit to the job that he's done and that he's doing.
Second in points off of turnovers as well. Forced that one. They got numbers the other way. Kuzma into Harden's body and Drew.
Well, he gets him in the air, and then that's a foul. No call, but guess what? If you're Russell.
That's how good he is. LeBron on the drive. Got right to the cup, but couldn't finish. Harden with the Euro step. And that's going to
put pressure on the D.
Caldwell Pope here. One more look.
Especially with the one shot blocker being Anthony Davis defending a guy, the initial defender, and create the contact. There's nobody to protect the rim and contact on the other end.
And Taylor off
Anthony Davis and bringing another guy on the backside so that they can't make the over-the-top pass.
Davis matched up against Harden on the switch. Green, corner three. And Russell Westbrook in a rush. Westbrook, that's going to be goaltending on Danny. Caldwell Point, right with the left. Back to a 5-point lead.
I like that by James Harden. Some people would say 2 for 1. No,
He's back to being James Harden. LeBron with the step back three. Missed it by a bunch.